Hey everybody, Dwayne Marcus here, and I've been out on the road for I guess about the past 30 minutes looking for a little airport out in Waxahachie, Texas. It's a place called Moonbow. A buddy of mine, Jim Ireland, is out here working on a aero coupe, and so I've meandered around and I think I've found the turnoff for Moonbow Airport. Let's see if we can get a close-up there. Now the story is, and don't quote me verbatim on this, but the story is that a guy found this little airport out here and he bought it for $330,000. He's got a house, he's got several hangars, he's got structures, he's got provisions for avgas, and so everybody wonders how in the world did he get all of this acreage. It's got a paved runway, it's got sod runways out there. It needs to be mowed right now. But everybody wonders how in the world did he buy this place for that amount of money. It turns out that the airport is in a floodplain, and so that explains the cheap price for the airport. But it's great out here. It's just open expanse. You could fly RC models out here. You could fly control line. Well, heck, you could even fly free flights out here. There's that kind of room out here. It's just really nice. It's way out in the boonies. Well, not really way out in the boonies. It's just off of I-35 North. But it's a pretty nice place out here. The man that bought the airport lives in that house right there. And the airport turn-in is right here. Look at all that land out there. It's just all old farmland. The sod or the paved runway is right over there. I think it's 2,200 feet. It's a narrow runway, but heck, I learned to fly on an airport with a narrow runway. There's the fueling island. It's not in use right now. The story is they're going to get it going before long. And that leads to the runway, north-south runway. Of course, all this out here could be used as runway. Everything behind these hangars over here. So here we are. We're out at Moonbow Airport, Waxahachie. What's going on?
I am working with this thing that is a pain in the neck to do, but I win every time.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually.
Well,
Can you bend down?
I am lost. I just pulled into this. I thought this was a farm.
You have done what?
I got lost out on the freeway. I thought this was a farm. I thought I might talk to the farmer and find out where I'm at and how I can get back home. Where am I?
You are at Moonbow Airport, which is south of Red Oak, which is south of Dallas. And it is an interesting airport because it was started by the last man who was a flight engineer for Brandon. Actual flight engineer, not ever to be a pilot. And it's a very neat little airport. Has a hard surface. It is now owned by Patrick, who is a pilot for maybe Southwest. But lots of nice T hangars, hard surface, plus a nice wide grass strip. And Patrick is also an RCer, so this would be a place to fly RC. So it's a real neat place.
And can you introduce yourself?
I am Jim Ireland, President of Chapter 280, being filled by Mark Moon, Vice President of Chapter 280.
And what is it we seem to be having all kinds of trouble with up here?
Well, the air coop has a kit that needs to be installed so the spars that are given to corrosion can be looked at. That's one of the ways it's done. And the Univair kit is set up for either 4 large covers and 4 small that would go in flat areas, but it's not set up for this airplane, which has no room for the small flat covers. And Univair said they have no idea how to make it happen, so they gave me the name of a man who had figured it out, and the 4 small covers have to have a dimple in them, which then means that they have to be aligned perfectly with one of these dimples underneath. And when you put the plate up to align it, you cover up all the holes. So you have to figure out how to see through it. You have to develop some kind of x-ray vision, which I figured out how to do. And I'm getting them on. Finally got better at it.
I think you've stumbled into another dilemma, Jim.
I believe I have. Another great aviation dilemma.
Yes, that seems to be your forte.
It is. Or even my fort, if it's not the forte.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
Mike,
He does all these videos.
what in the world? Man, it's been a million years.
Yes.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. Good to see you.
You know, I forgot your last name.
Rich.
Mike Rich. Okay, cool. What brings you out to the boonies?
Well, I'm coming out to pay a visit to my girl.
Oh, good
yeah,
deal.
my Ronka champ.
Yes, we're going to have to make our way over there and take a look at that
Okay.
momentarily.
Love to.
Let's go look at a PA-18. I mean,
do
a
it.
PA-12. No.
Okay, on the cowl that you just painted, are you using aerothane?
It's an automotive polyurethane Del Fleet, PPG Del Fleet.
A whole lot easier to spray than aerothane.
Yeah, oh yeah. Aerothane's like trying to paint with water.
Who produces Del Fleet?
PPG,
PPG?
Yeah.
Where are you getting your product?
English Color Supply.
English Color.
Yeah, we used to do pattern and pylon models with that.
Uh-huh.
Now, you got a high gloss, you're not going to put a clear on it, are you?
No.
What we used to do was
It's a one part. It's not a 2-part.
Two-stage,
Base
right.
coat, clear coat thing. It's just a 1 part with a hardener in it.
How does it add up, money-wise between that and the aerothane?
It's probably a little cheaper. I think we got a gallon, which should do all our cowlings. I think it was
Oh, I would think so.
$180 or something like that.
And how much, is this, just a cross coat? One-
Yeah, it's two coats, basically, yeah. Epoxy primer, we did the etch and iodine, and then epoxy primer, and then two coats of this.
Okay, when you say two, do you mean two at one time, one this way and one this way, or are you talking?
That's one coat, one
Okay, you're
cross
talking,
coat.
that's one.
Well, with one cross coat then, I guess is what you.
Okay, so you got this and you got this.
Yeah.
One cross coat.
Right.
Two runs.
And that's what the paint recommends.
Can
I started
they
to say,
go ahead.
it doesn't look like you need any more, it looks
No,
like it
Yeah, it
matches.
looks great.
It's real high solid, it's like 40 or 50% solid, and it covers real good, it flows out real nice.
You using an HVLP gun?
No, actually, I'm doing this with a little Belvis touch-up gun that
Okay.
I've owned for about 30 years.
Can they match colors?
Yeah, it's not as good a match as I had hoped, but it's pretty darn close.
Mhm.
I'm sure if I got it from Polyfiber, it would have
Oh, yeah, well,
been closer, but I've heard they sometimes miss things too.
I am about to get started on a cowling for my clipwing cub. I'm putting a PA-11 nose bowl on it.
Oh, okay.
Now, I notice, you've done, this is your low pressure area.
And this is a PA-12.
Yes.
What motor is in it?
0320 is what you've got?
290 D2.
0290 D2.
Now, I noticed you've left this in primary, your low pressure area, what?
Well, it's gonna be black behind the windshield there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's the
Upper cowling, yeah. So we primed it, but didn't spend the money to paint it with the polyurethane just to sand it and paint black over it.
What are you gonna trim color with?
It's a red, just some stripes down the side, and it kind of flares out over the nose.
It's
Oh,
the
okay.
standard Piper trim, isn't it? Isn't it
No.
a Piper trim?
No, it's not, the PA-12s came with it kind of swooped up,
Okay, yeah, I know. what
kind of
kind
like,
it was.
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of like original
Yeah.
PA-11
Right.
paint scheme.
What'd you say your name was?
Don?
Don, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
It's all right.
That's Mark outside.
You guys are doing a beautiful job here.
Yeah, not a whole lot to see, we got everything covered up.
Now, your wings are painted, aren't they?
Yeah, they're done. We're still gonna put a red, strip on the leading edge.
Are you gonna paint all your inspection covers with this?
Yeah. Sure got a lot of trash.
Yeah, I was looking at that, man, that just drives me nuts sometimes, especially if it's that, well, I found that arrow thing as thin as it is.
Yeah.
Strain it 2 or 3 times, do everything in the world, I'd run thinner through the gun, and just do everything I could, and still, every now and then, get a little spit coming out there.
I think most of this is just blowing through the hanger,
Yes.
windy and dusty. We've had some good, clean paint, but it's been, calm days.
Paint booth is a thing of beauty.
Oh, yeah, this is what we got, so.
Those things that, Spinks, where they cannot quite get a DC 9 or a 7.2 all the way in, the tail's just a hair high, but they get all the rest of the airplane in there. Those, air cleaners, the filters cover the whole wall, floor to ceiling. And it cost them $1.25 million to put that ventilation system in to satisfy the city, because it's in Fort Worth, and it makes it very, very difficult to satisfy them in the EPA, and it's got to be exact. told that this is an old sharecropper's house. It's moved in and been turned into an office.
Really?
So it's historical interest.
How old is it?
I do not know. Might ask in a little bit the owner, see if he knows.
Okay, what have we got here?
That's that PA 2220. It's a 135 pacer.
Did y'all do the conversion?
Nah, it was done years and years ago. I bought it that way.
Well, it's the other airplane's going to match this one, isn't it?
Well, yeah, almost kind of reverse. This is kind of red with white, and that's going to be white with red.
Nice interior.
It's a pretty airplane.
Well, you seem to have another project here.
I do. This is an old bug-eye Sprite I've been working on for
I mean, another
longer than I
airplane.
want to admit.
Oh, yeah.
This, do you have another airplane, or I noticed you got
The engine that's in the PA-12 came on a wrecked Colt,
Oh,
and these are the wings off the Colt. I'm planning to take apart and save the usable ribs and parts. So when I finally recover the pacer, I'll have some extra parts.
well, that's right, they would be interchangeable.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Everything Piper made is, they never change something unless they just absolutely had to.
Yes.
Okay, so this is the nose bowl off of the PA-12, and it's pretty rough. Apparently the motor mounts sagged and the starter wore that out and wore the bottom of this
Oh, yeah.
out. This is one off of a Colt. No scoop. It's kind of dented up. We were thinking about using it for the PA-12, but we found a better one.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the fiberglass Wag Arrow nose bowl that came on the Colt.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to try to sell that and get some of our money back.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want for it?
I don't know. I'll have to check with Mark and see. We gave $400 for that good nose bowl, metal nose bowl.
I've got a well-equipped shop in here.
Mm-hmm.
If I didn't have these wings in here, I'd have enough room to do stuff.
Oh, well, it always works down eventually.
Yeah. I'll be glad that thing's done.
Just the shop, I think, would be a little cool in the winter.
Yeah. Yeah, with the open partitions between hangars. And it's kind of hot in the summer with the red tin facing the west sun.
You don't have a door that faces the wind, so.
No. It does have this roll-up door, which is you get a little cross ventilation.
Oh, that's right, you got the end
Yeah.
of the T, so you have a nice workspace.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of looks like the outline of a pit, sort of, almost.
Probably the same nose bowl.
Mm-hmm.
They're very similar.
What's that?
That's a
Washer?
wait a minute, I'll think of it. It's for testing cylinder heads and carburetors and flow bench.
Oh, a flow bench.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
It's it's a homemade one. And,
You can port and polish your own cylinders with that, Jim.
test it and see if you did any good, how much more flows, all that kind of stuff.
We need one of those.
Yes, we do. Nice to have. Few days.
Has this got the 85 in it?
Yes. I figured out a little trick. Use those nut clamps
Yeah.
instead of clecos, and I can hold the thing together that way and get an idea of what I'm doing. See, on the flat ones, cut the hole, and then you take that reinforcement ring and put it up there and just drill the holes, cleco it in, drill the holes. When they're drilled, pull the clecos, put the thing inside, rivet it, and bolt that on. There's no alignment to it. And this thing, you gotta line them up.
And you are just sitting there hour after hour trying to figure out what you're going to do.
Well, I finally got that figured out after a number of hours. And I don't know if you can see this one, it lined up real nicely. But some of the rivet holes have to be re-drilled. And looks good. And the things, of course, want to wander just a little bit from time to time.
Well, how long before you hang the wings?
I hope by the end of the week it's ready, because all the cockpit's got to be put back inside.
This airplane was built when?
I think this is a 48.
1948. Rag wing?
Yes. As far as look good.
Have you run this engine?
I have not run it, but it was run before I came over here, and it ran very well. The old gasculator wants to drip, but other than that, I'm going to find another gasculator. Oh, come on, don't move.
You're not fixing to go to cussing, are you?
No.
Well, if you are, let me know so I can get the camera rolling.
Yes. Or turn it off, one of the two. That's as good as it's going to get. I got another call from a guy from, matter of fact, from Waxahachie, I think, who wanted to come up to the meeting in 2 weeks.
Oh, good.
I don't know if I got through telling you the other day, but that guy that came to visit that was interested in the Hummelbird got out on 1187 and somebody pulled out in front of him and he went down on that Harley. But he's very interested in building a Hummelbird, very serious. And I'm going to try to get those reworked plans for that project that the Lockheed engineer did. Somewhere is my bit for drilling the bolt hole. Oh, there it is. Every time I think I've got it, there we go. It seems like it's just a hair out of line. I haven't looked at any of the other air coops to see. Here we go. Pulled it. And if I got the right bit, that was the correct one. Oh, shoot.
It is a little large. There's another one here somewhere. Is
A
the
little
exact.
smaller. What about right there? Your fingers are on it.
No, those are very small. Those are the rivet drills. I thought I left everything in place when I left yesterday, so let's move size. Okay. Somewhere close.
What'd you say, Jim?
Hiram's gonna wait till when?
Oh, Hiram's going to wait till after the fire season.
Oh, fire season.
Yeah, and then make a decision as to what he wants to do then.
What have they told him?
Well, he's kind of leaning toward the radiation right now. So, I mean, everybody's different. They've got to make their own choices. But, he's right in the middle of trying to figure out what he wants to do. It's Bonanza over there.